Hi everyone, it's Shanel here from the Heart and Soul with the character playing photobomb in my video today. We are going to use the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue for our weekly reading for February 20th through the 26th, 2017. It's Family Day here in Canada and specifically in Ontario because throughout Canada Family Day happens in different dates in different places. I know my cousins out in BC have already had Family Day out there. So we've got these cards and we're going to draw 3 of them to see what's happening for the energy this week. There's 1. Let's get number 2. They're not jumping out the deck. There we go, number 2. Oh, and they say number 3. All right, there's 3 cards. Let's see what they have to say. We're going to try putting them on the board again. So our first card is music. The connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Ooh, sorry, that was a little close. Okay. Card number 2 is crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. I see a theme starting for this week already. And card number 3 is animals. To understand animals and communicate with them intuitively, trust your inner guidance and as the animals are part of your life's work. To me, animals kind of mean a bit of a different thing. My fur baby was one of the biggest things for me when it came to healing. She was always there for me when I was sick or injured or sad. She was my constant companion and really had a very huge healing effect for me. So we definitely see a theme this week of healing. The universe is asking us to connect in with our heart and our soul and look at the things that we need to heal to be able to step forward this week. We often will hold on to things, kind of residual things that are just kind of lingering in the backside of things that need to be let go of to be able to take some steps forward. The universe is saying we have 1, 2, maybe 3 things that we've been holding on to that, you know, they're not major or very significant, but they're significant enough that they're affecting our lives. So what are these things that we're holding on to and what do we need to let go of? One of the things as I'm talking to you right now that pops up is like a poverty mentality, which is something that a lot of people carry. And I've taken a lot of steps in my own life to really try not to play into the poverty mentality, but it can be really difficult. Things like I used to really stock up on sales because there was this urgency for it for me that I needed to save money and stock up, which is important to save money and to be thrifty, but at the same time, I didn't have to. I had the money to buy my groceries from week to week, and I didn't have to necessarily stock up on things because I wouldn't have the money to buy them otherwise. So it's kind of that information about what we're sending out to the universe. I also am really careful about it. You know, I'm saving for a wedding right now. My fiance and I are wanting to get married down in Disney, which is definitely a big deal. It's a huge dream of mine, and I am so grateful for him for indulging me in it on all my Disney craziness because I do love Disney. But it's a huge expense, and you know, we've hummed and hawed about doing things a different way, about staying here and getting married, having a honeymoon in Disney, and I have to again be really careful about how I talk about the wedding and the cost of it and not setting myself up to not be able to afford it because I've been putting that out there. There's lots of different ways that we can do that and not necessarily know that we're doing it. So it's really important. And again, this is one of those things that's not really super significant. You know, I know that I'm well taken care of, that I've taken steps to follow my passions and to clear old energies so that I feel very taken care of by the universe, but I still have to be mindful of this. There's other things that we have to be mindful of for each of us. We all have those things that we carry around with us, you know, and kind of the opinion of ourselves that we need to be perfect. And that can really affect the way things work in the rest of our lives. The way that we perceive people seeing us versus how people actually perceive us. You know, we might feel that we're a disappointment because we're not good enough. Maybe people don't like our class or whatever. But the reality is that everybody really enjoys it and we're all just kind of making it up in our heads. So these are those little things that the universe is talking about. They're asking you to pay attention to what you say, how you think, how you feel, to see where it is that you're holding on to these ideals and which ones do you need to let go of. Again, they're not major things that are glaring and stepping out and looking at you right in the face. They're going to be kind of more insignificant, things that are kind of a habit, so they're harder to see, but things that are easily fixed when we just take the time to be more mindful in our lives, paying more attention to the words we use, the things we say, and how we act and show up in the world. So, a week of healing. And again, for me, these are differently all ways that are healing for me. So think about what are the things that are healing for you. I love music. I love to dance. When I dance and listen to music and sing, it is so healing for my body and my soul. And of course, anybody who knows me, I am a huge crystal junkie and I love my crystals. I use them in my healing practice. I use them all over the place. My office is filled with them. I know you can't see any right now, but I promise you my office is filled with them. And of course, like I said, pets, they're a very healing thing for us. Sit down and pet your animal, your cat, your dog, your rat, whatever it is that you own. It's so healing and soothing to have those animals near you. Definitely we are having our heart ache for a new animal in our house, but we know when the time is right, she'll show up and she'll be here for us. But in the meantime, we definitely miss our fur baby, Lily, and we know she's watching over us and being very well taken care of by my grandmother in heaven. So, another exciting week as always. I hope you're doing something amazing for Family Day. My family's coming home tonight. My boy and my kiddos are all at their dad's house today, which is always a hard way to spend Family Day, but definitely I appreciate that they have to have that special time with their dad too. From my heart and soul to yours, I will see you again next week.